All right. This is DjTorch on the 1 and 2. I'm going to do a very quick video right now in reference to just Pearly things. I think it's important to point something out that really it has nothing to do with her, is the state of the Black community. These grifters saw an easy lick, and they saw an easy lick in Black men. They will continue to do this. So we're going to go over a video of Just Pearly Things, just released video about what she thinks about her actions and what she did and whatnot, whatever and whatnot, so on and so forth. So here we go. Let's listen to what she's got to say. Let me make it clear. I don't think there's any excuse, but maybe we can find something to learn from in it. Here we go.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where I give my thoughts over morning coffee. Today I have a chai tea. I quit.
Why does she even release a response video? Actions speak louder than words, so what can you say that is going to change anything? But people who, in my opinion, allegedly express a certain level of sociopathic behavior, they like instant gratification. And so she wants to get you Black men back in check. She's not happy about this. This looks bad to her, but she's not thinking she did anything wrong. She just wants this to be fixed and everybody to move on. I'm going to start playing it. Everybody, yes, this is absolutely live. Hopefully see JP in the house. I'm going to keep it going. Not expecting a whole lot of people in here. I'm just getting right to it because I want to get this out right now. Here we go.
Quick coffee. You guys don't care about what I'm drinking. Okay. Today, I'm going to be addressing.
By the way, she doesn't care that you don't care about what she's drinking. She's here to get herself satisfied.
Nick Fuentes situation. Yeah, I know why you guys are here. Okay. So I want to first say I take full accountability for everything that happened. Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that people are making these videos is my own fault. And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now I'm going to give you guys an explanation.
She doesn't really care. The problem she had is she seems disingenuous already because she ran through taking responsibility. That's just something she memorized or taped or printed out earlier because she wants to hurry up and get those super chats rolling. She wants to keep getting her easy licks. Yeah, exactly, Tomas. This is just damage control. Has nothing to do with trying to establish an understanding or anything. Here we go.
And give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had. Just know it's not an excuse. It's my own fault. I take full accountability for everything that happened.
She doesn't. She really doesn't. This is a business move. Okay.
So, but I'm going to answer questions that people have brought my way. So the first thing.
It's the way that it's funny because it's almost like she's mad that we are mad. Oh, I'm not mad really because I saw it coming. I grew up with women like her. So but she is mad at you for even inconveniencing her. She is mad at you for inconveniencing her. Let me make that clear. She thinks nothing of you. She never did. Her thought patterns align more with Nick than they do with normal African American males. And I'm going to get into that deep because I have a big boom for you coming up.
Why did you have Nick on? So, the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view,
that is almost he's on a no-fly list and has almost no money in his bank account. A renowned racist is on a no-fly list. I wonder why. You know? Yeah. And has no bank account. Oh, she wanted to save him. She wanted to save him over respecting you. Let that sink in. One person she wanted to save over all the hundreds and thousands, probably 1 million of Black subscribers. Ain't that something? You got to let this sink in for a minute. But man, I got some surprises for you. She's not, number one, let's make it clear. She's not going anywhere because there's plenty, even if she lost half of her subscribers, she's still in business. She's just mad at you. She is mad because you took offense to her bringing this man on here. This renowned hate group who himself agrees that he's a racist. So let's keep it going. But yeah.
I would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew. But
does this get any worse? It was bad enough she even mentioned that he was on no-fly list, because why would you do it? Oh, I wonder who else is having a little trouble. Another person who appears to be kind of like Nick. Hint, hint. He's in prison right now, or in jail, or what do you call it? Because I know some of you people are going to throw out some semantics. How about Andrew Tate? You know, the guy who's in for trafficking, drugs, sexual abuse, SA, I should say, all that bad stuff. She has no problem with him either. That's why, to me, it's like, well, what's the difference? They're all the same people, quite honestly. But I got some surprises for you. Coming up, though. I got some surprises for you. Let's keep it going.
He was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now, I've seen a
she could just read. She could literally try reading. She didn't have to ask him why he's banned. This woman is machine gun BSing right now. I can't stand it. I saw her coming a long time ago, to the point where people started saying, why are you releasing your videos? In fact, Triple X was up in here saying, oh yeah, you're all in Pearly things. He was over there let me make it clear. Triple X was defending her, just like Obsidian was defending her. Just like the Red Pill system was defending her. All of them. And I'll tell you why in a little while, but I'm going to keep it going.
A lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb.
Yeah, she does play dumb. You do play dumb. If you're not playing dumb, then you're pretty damn dumb.
And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So it
doesn't matter what you knew or didn't know, because you have the responsibility of finding out. It's called finding out. It's called doing your research, being a responsible journalist when you need to be. And it doesn't matter, because it wouldn't have changed anything. He would have still been on the show. He would have still been on the show. You're not fooling anybody.
I know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known.
You liar. You could type, if you type his name, the first thing that comes up is an accused hate group member. And he admitted on your show that he was. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the way she looks. Look at those dead eyes. Like, Negro, you better believe everything I'm telling you right now. I don't have time for your BS. That's the look she's giving you. That's that look. I've seen that look before. That look, like that dismissive look of hate. You are a lick. Obsidian, you were a lick. MTR, lick. Melanie, lick.
Sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book, from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So this comes up in a Google search.
Just like the things that the trafficker did, allegedly did, everything that Andrew Tate did, okay, was in a simple Google search. But she doesn't care. She's here for the lick. And the black man, you're here for it. And the black man, you are here for it. You're her target. The only reason she's bringing it up is because probably her super chats or whatever dropped a little bit, and she's not feeling that. This is a business move. This has nothing to do with morals whatsoever. Let me keep going.
The reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist.
I told you. She's telling on herself, and she doesn't even know it right now. She is exactly this. She is exactly this, along with other things. Remember when she was joking about being a Karen? But then there's tape out there that proves that she is. There's tape out there that proves that she is one of those people that will use any mechanism to get what she wants. She will use any mechanism.
And, you know, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone.
Hi, welcome to Just Pearly Things. I'm bringing to the stage Adolf. He's been misunderstood. He's been misunderstood. Hi, I'm Pearly Things. I want to bring Dahmer to the stage. He's been misunderstood. He's been misunderstood. You see where I'm going with this? You see, she is mad at you. She has not even expressed an apology. She's mad at you because you're not slaving hard enough right now for her. You're not getting those super chats to her quick enough. She sees people not believing in her anymore, and she's mad at you for it. That's what's going through her mind. Nothing else.
I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from. In hindsight, that wasn't smart. And in hindsight,
She doesn't care. She only thinks it wasn't smart because she thought she was loving it. If you watch the video, she was all in. She was agreeing with this dude all the time. Actions speak louder than words. Did you see how much she was agreeing with dude? With Nick Fuentes? And it's funny because Nick is worried about white people and he's barely white himself. But the fact of the matter is that doesn't matter. It's in fact that's going to go into where I'm going. He literally is an expression of somebody else where I'm going to go with this. So let's keep Nick in mind because he's important. He's an important teaching moment. Here we go.
I should have had someone, maybe Sarah Garvey, maybe another content creator that could have pushed back more and really was more educated on the topics that he was talking about.
No, hey, you do it all the time. You just had a wifey school and you're not a wife. In fact, you were run through. Let me repeat this again. You just had a wifey school, which you're no expert in whatsoever. Let me see if I can get this quality up on this video. Okay, there we go. That's much better. You just had a wifey school, and you're trying to tell us now you're not the expert. Woman, please. And you guys know what word I'd rather use.
And I was, because I certainly was not an expert in any of the stuff that he was talking about.
Then what did you expect? She's exposing herself right now. She just told you that she's not an expert on what she's doing. But you dudes in the manosphere are such an easy lick. She doesn't care. She really expects you to be back in line and back in place in the next couple of days. Let me get my slaves where they need to be. Let me get my slaves where they need to be. That's what's going down right now. Let me get my slaves where they need to be, because my slaves need to take care of their women, because those women are coming up next. She knows that's next.
I did remove the interview. I, again, did not think through a lot of the repercussions of posting that, so I just removed.
Oh, let me make this clear. She is a Kevin Samuels protege. She is a black manosphere protege. She is an Obsidian protege. You see where I'm going with this. Let me keep playing it.
If you do want to see the full interview, Obsidian did react to it. That's on his channel. The intention.
Honey, I haven't even heard this video yet. I just queued it up and started, right? And look, now she's running to Obsidian for cover. Like, remember how Obsidian ran into our live for cover? Yep.
Was not, I guess, to hide it. It was just, this might not.
I got my overseer Obsidian to try to handle this problem. and he slaved for me good, defending me. Now he needs to work harder though, because it didn't convince enough of you people.
Not have been the best move. I'm just going to remove it now. So again, racism has no place in society, and I do take accountability.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Now, I will say she probably doesn't go out of her way to be racist, but she knows that it, just like feminism helps her, and it does. In fact, she probably wouldn't be in the position right now if it wasn't for feminism. Racism helps her too. She gets a double. She gets a double. She gets a double. Man, look, the thing is, what you have to understand about Pearly is she has this sociopathic behavior, allegedly, in my opinion, you can obviously see her eyes are dead. The way she talks, she never really gets upset or anything. If she gets upset, she still has that kind of that deadpan look, like when she was mad at the concierge because he would not back down to her commands. She thinks all of you are beneath her. All of you. This is just another way for her to grab money. That's it. She can care less about you.
For bringing him on. Hindsight's always 2020. I wrote down some of the complaints that people had. So if I look this way, it's just because I made bullet points of everyone's concerns and I'm just addressing them. Okay.
Look, let me play that again.
This way, it's just because I made bullet points of everyone's.
She is totally irritated that you're wasting her time. Totally irritated. She is mad that you made her even have to log on and explain anything. She's mad at you. It's not the other way around. Just like Andrew Tate blames everybody else, she's doing the same, but she's trying to pretend that she's taking responsibility. Exactly. She's irritated. She has to be held accountable. She is perturbed at you.
Concerns, and I'm just addressing them. Okay.
Notice how she just concerns, just whimsically, this concerns, and I saw these concerns, and I'm just going to have to address them. Like, so you ain't. How much more proof do you need to know that you ain't? She is bothered by you.
My Africans, that part. So in the heat of the conversation, I made some remarks to my producer, Blessing. Now, Blessing is a godsend. Okay, Blessing has made the production quality literally phenomenal. He's so talented. And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration, and I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America. Now,
She walked into that one bad. My Africans to America. That's the one thing you have to understand about people like this. And I don't mean her skin color. What I mean is her behavior. Look how dismissive it is. It's just as dismissive as other people we know. Let's keep it going.
Watched it back, guys. It was so cringy. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. I I met my African employees. I just said,
No, 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 it was too late. That was the real her. That was the real her. Now she's trying to clean it up. Yeah, she thinks she owns you. She really does. She thinks he owns you.
Africans. The reason is because, like, why wouldn't you just say my employees or whatever to America? The African passport system is just
No,
more
this is all bullshit from this point on, as far as this African explanation.
difficult than the UK one. I didn't know, like, Blessing had to go to the embassy or something to apply to go to America with me next month. We're gonna go do some work there. And yeah, and so I've just found that the immigration process is a bit more difficult. So that's why
So remember now, she has no problem with the immigration process in America. But now, since she needs some resources, now she has a problem with the immigration system in England or in Great Britain or wherever the hell she is. See, she doesn't care. She should have been, if she really thought that was going to be a problem, she should have started working out. What in the hell is what in the hell is somebody talking about black women in America who's in England in the first place? And you idiots in red pill system, how did you not pick up on that shit? As you know, as Cupcake said earlier today, proudly, yeah, as long as she's talking smack about black women, he has no problem with it. So he'd rather slave to her just to gain control on women he doesn't even date. He already says he doesn't date black women. So, ooh, you know something? I just realized that Cupcake exhibits the same behaviors as she does. He's a full fan of hers. And he exhibits the same behavior as Nick. You see where I'm going with this? Let's keep it going.
referred to them because my African employees I needed more help with. And, I was saying in the interview that I wanted more open border policies.
Oh, now she wants more open border policies. Now she wants more open border policies.
Because I wanted them to come. Again,
she's lying. If she could just have just her Africans go to America, but not more open border policies, then she would be ecstatic. She would be ecstatic. She would be like, that's all I want. I just want my slaves to come to America with me. That's what's going down. I just want my slaves to come.
Really respect the African culture. I had no ill will.
When you have to mention that you respect a certain culture, when you have to make mention of it, it's clear that it's not true, because it would have come out.
malice towards any of that.
She does. Let me play that again.
I really respect the African culture. I had no ill will or malice towards any of that. But it sounded absolutely awful. It was so cringy watching back. You know, so
That's the real her. It's cringe. She's cringing at her reality. She's cringing at the reality that that's who she really is. But she's not really cringing because she doesn't care. This is all an act right here. Here's her act. What you saw in the video was the real stuff. Here's her act. This is her act right here.
It was stupid. It was stupid. Okay. Now let's talk about the My Africans was the other one. And then the joke about Blessing being late. So one thing that they cut out from that clip was that Nick Fuentes did say after, "Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just kidding." Okay. Now, even so, it was still in poor taste. And what I didn't think about at the time was, sorry, for those that didn't see it, basically Nick Fuentes was talking about he's always late. And I said, "You were on time today." "Oh, Blessing was the one that's late." And it's sort of an inside joke here at Just Pearly Things. Like Blessing is just, he's phenomenal, but he's just a late.
Look at this. Look at this. I love it when people try to explain themselves. Siobhan, you nailed it. She's not intelligent at all. Not a bit. She's really not. Because she's actually confirming everything. She's not helping herself.
He's a late guy. And every time he comes in, he says African time. Now, Pearl, me. So when I was referring to him during this joke, I was like, African. Now, I was saying African time, referring to what he says when he comes in. Now, what I realized is this was especially disrespectful because we did have someone that's a known white supremacist race, like, you know, making that joke in front of him, with him, is just in poor taste.
Known, he told you he was. I mean, the fact that he was, see, she still doesn't realize that the fact that she even thought about inviting him tells us everything we need to know about her. But you know something? I got a surprise for you.
And I did apologize to him for it. I really had no malice or ill will. But, you know, stupid. It was just stupid. Okay. The next thing is,
notice how she knows, she's just going through a list. She doesn't care. I'm totally unconvinced. Totally unconvinced.
I've gotten a lot of criticism for, you know, using the Black culture and then I'm going right and leaving it, like that sort of thing. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that seems to be a big point of contention.
Remember now, she herself says that she knows nothing about the Black culture. But you, red pill idiots, I swear to God, she said she doesn't know you. And you're still an easy lick.
My intention was never to be, you know, a quote unquote leader in the Black manosphere.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
In general, I really have always just looked at the men as the leader. I mean, they're the thought leaders. Let's just be honest.
Not really. Not right now. Look at you. Obsidian was broke. What kind of thought process made that a leadership process where you actually have to wait for a check to come in.
And me, I try to support them in any way I can.
No,
I'm
please. If that was the case, you should have paid up Obsidian's internet bill for the whole year. But you didn't, did you?
I bring them on my show, but saying I'm a leader in the space, I feel like women follow, men lead. So I really think
No, she doesn't. Otherwise, she'd be married by now, right? Oops. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. I mean, the thing is this, you think about it, right? If she put in the same effort she puts in on her show, right? You would think she would be married by now since she's such a marriageable person, right? I mean, she's supposed to be submissive, right? And all that other stuff, even though if you watch how she taunted the hotel employee, she wanted to get the hotel employee fired, right? Then she wanted to get her coach fired, right? Right? Those are two men. Those were two men. So what's the deal? Where did the submission go? Why didn't you say, well, he's a man, I trust him? You didn't do that, did you? You got out that Me Too banner, though. You sure did that. Karens are Me Too's. She said she's a Karen, and therefore she's a Me Too at the same time. She told you who she was, and you slaves out there still made yourselves easy licks. How does that work? How does it work? How does that work?
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Now, the other thing was the demographic of the women on my show. Guys, I haven't done recruiting in months. So when I started, I never expected it to blow up this fast.
We saw how you put the darkest black women in the back. We saw that. We saw how you put Melanie King up there talking shit about black women hard. We saw that. We saw that shit. Oh, let me see if I can bring something up here real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Where is this at? Videos. Here. Okay. I'll play that later though. I'm gonna save that. I'm almost getting into this. Okay, so let's keep it going.
I never in my life thought I'd have 1 million subscribers in a year. I wrote my goals for the year before and it was 100,000. I thought I'd maybe get 100K by the end of the year.
Personally, I don't care.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, everything blew up so fast, and I haven't done recruiting since maybe July. The only time
if you're submissive and everything, does the word recruiting even come out of your mouth? If you're trying to be a wife, if you're trying to be a wife, Where did stuff like this come from?
Good for you, bitch. Good for you. Like, oh my God, please, she's fucking an NFL. I'm gonna give.
Yeah, I will say, across the board, Black women are the lowest in terms of dating and marrying.
Guess who's also like? Surprise. Guess who's also like Nick? Yeah. She's also, listen, it's the same shit.
In fact, actually, Black women are high in dating because we give up sex the most.
Here is a.
Now, she's just like Nick. Yet surprise. 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 Yeah. Oh, let me play this. Yeah, because let me play this part right here.
It's very sexual, especially in the US. So a lot of men see us as easy targets to, to have sex with.
It is basically telling a man for 90 days to be sexually rejected.
We need to start advocating for men who want to be with men. I understand the impulse, brothers. I do.
And let me move it back. He taught Pearly things, everything she knows about you. That includes to disrespect you. Yep. Oh, shit. DjTorch, what are you insinuating? Ah, shit. What are you insinuating? Are you saying that Kevin Samuels is just as bad as Nick Fuentes? Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yes. The king, the former king of the manosphere. Yep. Yep, I am. Yes. Yes, I am. Just as bad. Well, I guarantee you not, he would have had Nick on his channel. He would have had him on there. He would have had him on there.
I understand the impulse, brothers. I do.
Yep.
And it's not to say that we don't like them. It's not to say that they're inferior. It's not to say anything about them. But you can't take America that.
Keep that in mind now. Well, it's not to say that they're inferior or anything like that. Keep that in mind and watch what she says next in reaction.
It's 90% white in 1965, and it's going to be 80% non-white in 2100, and say that's the same place.
Here's the funny part. Why should he even fucking care? He's not even really white. He's not. But that's the funny part. That's the funny part. Is he thinks black men think the same like he does. The black manosphere thinks just like he does. As long, this is the point I'm making. Really, he should be, if he's literally self-hate in front of you, to the most literal sense. To the most literal sense. Self-hate right in front. I don't care about him. Self-hate, that you have to understand how much Pearly had lack of respect for the Black culture to bring somebody like this on their channel, even to think about it. But she thinks you're an easy lick, and you are. Right now, I guarantee you not. You could go to Pearly's. I could probably, let me see right now. Let me go back here. Let's scoot down here and see some of these. Liberal Judaism. Thank you for putting the based women debate to rest. She got the call. She values money over free speech. That is all you need to know. Okay, somebody's waking up a little bit. The only reason I subbed to this channel is because I believe certain things were going to be addressed by having him on. When I hear this, I immediately knew some form of communication was made saying something along the lines of shut it down. Wow. Actually, believe it or not, some people are waking up. She trying to keep her money flowing. Yep. Look at all this. You know something? Let me go back on here and I'm almost done with this video. Let me keep it going here.
Have is maybe
But again, I need to make this point clear. He's the same as her. Okay? Let's make that clear. She's the same as her. Okay? Stay with me here. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm almost there. He's the same as her. Same. Same mentality. Same. It's the same. Do. It's the same. The way you hurt me. All this fake shit here. Let's see what else she's got to say.
maybe to help out if we're low on a show. So like, or if there's a really big panel like the Andrew Tate panel, I handpicked everyone that was on that. But in
Andrew Tate panel, she doesn't realize that Andrew Tate is all bad too. Let me stop for a moment. I need to get some shout outs out of the way. Jen J in the house, M Mill in the house, Andre's in the house, Rico is in the house, Tomas is in the house, Lily is in the house, Andre is in the house, Aunt T is in the house, Lily Lotus is in the house, Sexy Red is in the house, Lily Lotus again is in the house, Hopeful EC, M Mills, Property Disrespectful. Okay, let me get up here. Cindy is in the house. Jen J in the house. I know I'm missing somebody here. I know I'm missing a lot. Oh, Siobhan is in the house. Cindy is in the house. Happy Life is in the house. Hopeful EC in the house. Big Cap, I think is still in the house. I think you're probably up in the clouds. Let's see who else is up in here. Free Zone is in the house. Z is in the house. Don Harden is in the house. All right. I think I got as many people. If I didn't get you, I will catch you the next time around. Next second time around. Y'all probably don't remember that, but that's all good. Here we go.
General, guys, I really don't recruit. I think one reason that there have been so many Black people on the show is because the recruiter that I picked was Nigerian. And he just had the type of job that he could recruit while he went on the job.
What? So did you ask the Nigerian about bringing Fuentes to the show? Just thought, just a question.
And he knew a lot of people. He was already in the podcast space. So he was just a good recruiter. So it makes sense that he knows more Nigerian women. Yeah. Okay. But again, yeah. The next part. Now, this was the part that was probably the dumbest part of the whole interview. This was the stupidest, the dumbest. Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview.
Get your lie together. Let's play that over again.
Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were.
Now she's trying to tell us what we already know. Let me play that over again.
Slavery was embellished in the interview. Now that
she doesn't understand. That was the real. You guys were seeing the real her. You were seeing the real her. She totally believes that. She is more on the Nick side than any other side at all. At all. She's more on the Nick side than any other side. She was vibing with Nick. She was vibing with Nick. They had chemistry and everything. She had chemistry and everything.
Isn't it?
We need to start advocating for men who
Watch
want
this.
to be with men. I understand the impulse, brothers. I do.
So if you've been with one of my boys,
Yes, I have 13 kids.
then I know, where you at. Yeah.
And Jack Murphy.
No, you flipped it. You wanted to kill him.
No, I wanted to kill this guy.
No!
But I don't know though.
Oh God!
The other guy was younger. Like, he's better looking.
By the way, just so you know, that conversation she was having with the other woman was about sexual partners and who she wanted to have sex with. Doesn't that sound quite traditional to you? Does that sound traditional to you? I'm just wondering, just asking for a friend.
But I want to tell you a story that really made me dislike men for like a really, really long time.
Even after that video, dudes were still 10 toes down. That's you being an easy lick, fellas.
For like a really, really long time.
Cassie has been calling me every day for the last 2 weeks saying that I need to fire you because you're racist and you're an anti-Semite. So not only does she cut off the friendship and blacklist me, but then she starts calling my boss.
She Karen'd you, huh?
Yeah, it's for real.
Listen close.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Yeah.
We really
are.
we do Karen it better than anyone else.
That's true. Yeah, that's not sure that's like something to be proud
Wait
of.
for
It
it.
kind of is though, actually. I'm actually in a way kind of like pro Karen.
Karens are needed. I'm not saying
Yeah.
like sometimes we're in the wrong,
Mhm.
but I honestly think like Karens are the ones that do the shit that no one else wants to do.
Mhm.
Now, you might have been on the negative end of the Karen stick, right?
That's
But
how I
they
am.
all probably wanted you fired or wanted you blacklisted, right? Karen's just the one that did it.
Yeah, that's
Karen-
right.
So, from my point of view, if the guy next door is having this loud party and I'm the one that goes and complains, everyone wanted it to stop.
That's right.
I'm pro Karen.
Yeah, I will say,
Well, what is a Karen that accuses her coach? The red pill men, see, you guys are just an easy lick. The leaders too. Easy lick. Easy lick. You think just like her, really. You think just like her. You do. You think just like her, Tampon Daniels. You're an easy lick. You were 10 toes. If all he does is says he's rich. And then he starts to whine. You're just like it. You're just like her. So I don't want to see any anti-Pearly on your channel because basically you're just the same as her. You're just thinking that your skin color hides it. That's all, dude. Let's see what the former queen of the Black Manosphere was saying. They love these non-wanting. Let me just play it.
Stop.
That's right.
I'm pro Karen.
yeah, I will say, across the board, Black women are the lowest.
That is why they say that.
Because
yeah.
you feel like by changing the entire demographic makeup of a country,
Black women are high in dating because we give up sex the most.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, did you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
You can't make this shit up, people.
No, that kind of makes sense, like what you're saying.
Sphere, and it's been invaded by red pill hoes as it's collided with mainstream. These women see all these betas, naive, gullible. They want to be pandered to in a way like a politician would pander to a voting demographic.
It's a money.
These Caucasian men in the red pill system are laughing at all you Black red pill men. As they should. They weren't having her. Pearly was, do you see, Pearly went where she could get her lick. Look in the mirror, see a lick. Listen.
Grab on the part of a lot of these women, even men in the manosphere who are truly trying to become more masculine, to stop being a bitch. Hot girl says something, sometimes like not even like super hot, just like cute. Smash that like button, it's like.
Just Pearly thinks is a friendly 5 on a good day. But these dudes simp for her to an astounding degree. And it's like they're just saying what they're pushing, whatever pain buttons or whatever emotional buttons in these guys or whatever even ideological buttons they want to hear.
Men see us as bedwenches, easy to have sex with, but they don't see us as valuable wives.
These hoes ain't loyal. She tells these guys what they want to hear and they fucking eat it up. It's pathetic.
This went in a direction I was not expecting it to go.
And it's sick and it needs to stop.
Can you imagine our grandfathers in this situation?
No, the lead attorney I would marry
Okay.
He's so cute actually.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Dream Johnson.
So I think I think I've gotten to, making my point here. We can listen a little bit more, but in fact, no. Let me drop the link for a minute. We can cuss her out, and then I'm gonna close. Take it from there. But anyway, anybody who wants to come on up and say your say about this woman, feel free to do so now. Link dropped. Let me do it one more time, just in case. Link dropped. Yeah, but coming soon, the life and times of Tampon Daniels. He says he's rich, but he's morally broke. Says he's rich, but is morally broke. Let me make it clear. He said he was rich. He said he was rich. But we know one thing, he's morally broke. Welcome, Rico. Welcome, Happy Life.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, so Rico, break it down for me, bro. Break it down for me.
I'm gonna be short because I'm a little hoarse. I just want us to also keep our attention and our focus on the people who, Pearly is what Pearly is. But the bigger problem is the people who caped for her to get to where she at and who continue to do so. Because I heard today or last night, Tampon Daniels is still defending her. He's on this whole, we got selective outrage, which is utter bullshit. He's spinning it like, oh, I'm not in the cancel culture. I'm like, there are certain people who need to be canceled, and she is one of them. MTR was trying to cape for, but I still think he's a fuck nigga, but he reversed. We haven't heard anything from Mammy King. So I don't want people to get away by not saying anything, because they know Obsidian, he's going to defend it. Anton's going to defend it. MTR finally said something. Mammy King ain't opened her mouth. So as much as Pearly will burn and go, it's important that those other content creators get an equal amount of smoke for completely ignoring it and allowing it. And this is what happens when you allow people to say things about your community unchecked. That's why the Jays don't go for it. That's why the alphabet community don't go for it, because they're not playing it. When you let them say it and it go unchecked, it gets worse. So that's my big thing. Get rid of her ass, but get rid of them too. They need to be gone anyway, but especially if they're not going to speak out against her.
Exactly. Well said, Rico. I need to play this again, because to me, I find this just as offensive as anything that Nick said. Let me play this again.
As we give up sex the most, in terms of dating. I will
Kill yourself if you say that.
I will say, across the board, Black women are the lowest.
The fact that she just even brought it up like that, that's exact. Nick would be totally on board with that. Okay.
In terms of dating and marrying. In fact, actually, Black women are high in dating because we give up sex the most.
Here is a bonus reason as to why the 90-day rule doesn't work. And
He's the great
in the video is this. She first says that Black women are easy, but then tells Black women to be easy. That's the kind of stupidity and bigotry mix she's got going on. But let me set up now and let y'all talk. Okay, Happy Life, what's on your mind?
Yeah, it's like walking contradiction, like say like black women's easy, and then go up on a. She don't know what she wants or what she wants to do. She's just trying to get the bag at this point.
Straight up, Deontay, your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I think she's just doing whichever way the waves are running, she's going to follow it. And she capitulated.
Let's clarify, who's she?
I'm talking about Melanie.
Okay.
And she completely capitulated to Pearly things. And the thing about Pearl's situation, just to talk about that, when she was on the show with Fuentes, you was right, DJ. That is who she really is. Listen to how enthusiastic she was talking with him, just off of the cuff. She got caught up in the moment. I believe that she forgot in that moment that her springboard was black people and black people's talking points. And after it was over, that's when she realized she had to backpedal.
Exactly that. Let's go over to Ant T.
Yeah. Thanks for having me up, man. I appreciate this. Look, my issue is this. I'm going to keep saying it. It's people that's defending these chicks. I don't give a damn. People have a right to spend their money and support whatever it is they want to support. So if you want these chicks pandering to you, telling you what it is that you want to hear, even if they really don't believe it or they don't have your best interest in mind anyway, that's on you. That's your money. I'm just saying, when you build these people up to 1 million subs, 500,000 subs, and then they're able to make good livings for themselves and the people around them, they put their foot in their mouth and say something stupid, they should be able to defend their damn selves. All right? They got the platform and the voice to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So all of these people caping for these people and coming to their defense, no, they need to come out and put out these damn fires. Because people want to hear what you got to say. And all of this having interviews and they just wanting to talk and people throwing softball questions and all of that. Jason Black hit the nail right on the head. Niggas need to be asking this chick for a debate or just saying straight up, that's it. Just a debate. I'm going to debate you on all of that stuff you said when you was talking to Nick. That's it.
They won't do it. It won't happen.
But also, as far as like the mask and all of that other stuff, I agree with you 100% on that. That was the real her coming out, and what you primarily hear is just a mask. What you just saw in that apology thing, it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's a mask. You know, that's what people do. That's the real her. But this is business. Trust me, I don't think she gave a damn. She knew I think she knew all of this was gonna happen and just didn't care. It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Usually better off doing that in business. So she already knew she could say whatever she wanted with this damn alt-right, white nationalist, whatever, and she could just say she was sorry. And one thing she wasn't going to lose was the support of no damn black people. We always forgive. Yeah. Stupid, but it's the truth.
All right. Heathen Queen. Heathen Queen, are you there? Okay, let's go to Melanie. Wait, are you there? Okay, I heard you. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm here. She has a real act going. She is not as dingy as she pretends to be. It is an act. There's no way that she got that many subs in that quick of a time being stupid. She has someone behind her helping her, and they ain't black. She had a plan when she got on the internet. What made black men of the manosphere think that a rich white girl would stand up for any issue that they had? Why would you even think that she would be soft, feminine, submissive when she got all the daddy's money? When she got all the money in the world to be whatever she want, whenever she want to be it. Why would you think that she would be along with you all's talking points? The only reason why she's along with the talking points is because there's money to be made. And somebody told her there's money to be made, so go over there and pretend like you're this, that, and the third for those black guys over there, and you can make all the money. She ain't no 5. She's a negative 13. Okay.
Right.
So
right.
she couldn't make it over in her. She couldn't make it over in her world. So she came over here and made it over in this world. Okay. And another thing, that one interview she did with Nick Fuentes, most people didn't catch it. But Nick Fuentes, when he said to her, "Oh, what do you think?" And then he said, "No, I don't want to know what you think. I don't want to get you in trouble." What exactly was he thinking that she was going to say that would get her in trouble?
What she said?
That N-word?
No. He asked her, what does she think about something specific? And then he stopped her from speaking. He said, "No, I don't want to get you in trouble." What did he think she would say?
All right, this is my point when it comes to that right there, and I'm gonna give it right back to you real quick. I don't think people really understand like the basics of an interview. I think it was on her show, but she wasn't interviewing him; he was interviewing her. If y'all was really listening to all of that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't say nothing out of the ordinary or anything you didn't expect him to say. The only person who was talking out of their ass and spilling their guts was her.
Right.
Straight up, you know. That was just her. So she was getting dog walked, but she was trying out for the demographic audience that she really wants. She ain't worried about y'all.
Right. And you think that why would you invite a known racist onto your show when your show is supported by mostly Black people? Why would you do that? What is your goal? What was your goal to do that? You have to think. What was her goal?
That shit was a job interview. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? She was trying out.
DJ,
Telling you.
Can I say one thing that I think Pearly did that? And I like to call it the Kanye effect. So like last year, remember Kanye did this exact same shit. And the problem that I think for us is we let Kanye do that shit and get away with it. Kanye went down to Mar-a-Lago to bend the knee for Donald Trump with this same fucking white supremacist. And Black people was conflicted and fighting each other rather than canceling that sellout ass nigga. I don't care that he's mentally ill. But when we allow things like that to happen, you got white motherfuckers like Pearly and other people watching it. And they see. And they saw we didn't do what we should have did then. So then they get licensed to come out and do this same shit and think them niggas ain't gonna say nothing. What they gonna do? That's what I'm saying. We were so conflicted about that shit with Kanye when Kanye was doing this shit with Nick Fuentes down there with Trump. All the shit that we let, I don't care who it is, white, Black, Asian, male, female. When they come in our community unjust, we need to tear their ass apart. We gave that nigga
I get that.
And white people sit there and they
we gave him a pass.
Right.
Black people are the only race that let outsiders in.
That's what I was just about to say. That I'm like, man,
Exactly.
it should really be that simple.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, man, I think everybody on earth, everybody, including them, y'all entitled to your own opinions. But if I ain't there with, I don't see. You shouldn't be talking about nothing going on over here, and you ain't part of this right here, and we ain't supposed to be cool with that.
But we can't even be letting our own dismiss us like he did publicly. We let him do this shit to the world publicly.
He's
Kanye
not
didn't
your
do that
own
shit
though.
at the cookout.
That's the thing. Black men have been able to sell out their own people.
Right.
It didn't start with Kanye. But this is what I wanted to say. Now I'm fixing to drop off. Thank you for letting me up, DJ. If you can remember that burner email that you had, I wanted to send you an exchange. If you can remember that. And what I want to say to Southern Belle, you have never known me to look like I was supporting Pearly. And that's why I said, how dare you? And you think you're slick. Don't you ever accuse me of being a support of something like that.
Mel.
Yes.
Let's keep it on focus.
Okay, okay. Well, I want to say this. When we look at some of this stuff, I'm looking at how even worse stuff this come out. you have to look. When Obsidian sat there and then said that this woman even employs black men, you have to look at black men's mentality to even allow it. Where's your frontline defense? All these other people, you're not going to change racism. It's going to still be there. But the thing is, you shouldn't be so quick to allow all that kind of stuff in and to affect your people like that. So yeah, Kanye is a nut job. A lot of these people are. But the thing is, I'm looking at how black men put everybody on Front Street every day and continue to embarrass the community. It's not a whole lot of black women out there doing that. I didn't even know this Melanie person had said what she said. But again, these types of people, it shows you that it's the inner fight that shouldn't have even allowed any of this in the first place. So I would say, worry about checking those people who you obviously see are problems. Call them out, write about them, get them. But jobs need to start being lost. But don't ever sit and say something like that to me. Anyway, DJ, that's what I wanted to say.
All right. So basically, yeah. I mean, look at we did give Kanye a pass. We have to admit that. And we gave black red pill men when they disrespect. Remember now, black red pill men call black men that defend black women simps. That is a derogatory term as well. So
as they make white women rich.
It's not like these black red pill men are for black culture. They're just for themselves. Okay? So that needs to be made clear. I mean, look, to me, it's like this is all the same. If you're gonna be mad at Fuentes, you got to be mad at Kanye.
Years ago, people should have been canceled. This didn't just start now, or in 2006, they should have been canceled years ago. And black people have allowed black men to leave the moat gate open and us be attacked like this. And that's the bottom line of it. And Dennis Pearly needs to be gone too. So we focus sometimes. Oh, that made me so mad when she did that. Y'all, I'm just sorry. Let me go ahead and drop off.
But I mean, I have a problem with Obsidian. I have a problem with that guy right there, because he's still defending her because she hires black men. But you have to understand, she's over in England. Okay, those black people don't exactly see our struggle over here in the United States the same way they do over there. So we can't expect them to have sympathy for what she said about us. If they continue to work for her, continue to support her, that's the way I look at it for those people over there. Okay, I don't even put them in the same category as us. Okay, if you guys have not confronted her and said anything to her about what she said about black Americans, then you support what she's saying, and your plight and your fight is not the same as ours. So I'm not looking at those people over there and saying, hey, well, why didn't they quit? Why did they confront her? Why didn't they say this or that? I'm not looking at them like that. I'm looking at us black Americans, us men, specifically the manosphere, who supported her, who gave her the pass. What you doing? I don't understand. What are you doing putting a white woman over the top of your black women who are doing the same thing she's doing, but you put her ahead of all the black women who thought the same way that the manosphere was thinking? I'm confused about it. Well, I'm not confused. I'm not confused because it makes perfect sense. White is always right. But you get up here and you say, well, I'm pro-black. And yet and still, we have this woman who totally there's people online right now defending this woman. There's black men right now over here defending this woman. There better not be one black woman that I see defend this woman. Okay? Because what she did, she may not have came out directly and said black people over here in America are lack of work ethic, and slavery wasn't true, and this, that, and the third. She may not have came directly out and said that, but it was implied. Okay, so She said what she said. right?
Yeah, Obsidian made it perfectly clear right here, and I want to play this part of Rico and Obsidian's interaction.
Black men have left and they are not looking back.
May I respond to him? So my question for the people of the community: why didn't you step up? If the community mattered so much to you, why didn't you step up?
You want an answer?
Let me stop it right there for a second. What he's talking about is that he feels that the community should have stepped up, believe it or not, and further supported the red pill ideology. That's what he meant. Because he's saying, why didn't you guys step up and take the mantle from Kevin Samuels? He really said that. And this is Rico's reply.
Because of people like you. No, let me answer. Let me answer. For two reasons. One, we don't even see the same fucking problem that y'all see. Okay? And then number two, the solution that we offer is not selling people bullshit and pipe dreams and tearing them down. Okay? So y'all keep thinking, see, y'all believe y'all stepped up. Y'all ain't stepped up and fixed or made anything better. All y'all have actually done was make money off of more divisiveness and making the problems of the Black community worse.
That's exactly that. But Obsidian made it clear that he was about the money.
Channel.
I mean, that's a consummate sellout to me. Is where you know you're going to be damaging the community. But your own pocketbooks are just way more important.
So he thinks bashing Black women. He thinks calling Black women names. So he thinks that he's helping the community when he does
he's
that.
thinking he's helping himself. He made that perfectly clear to Rico.
Yeah, he said that. He said it's just about a business. Because I asked him, I said, so you don't give a damn about, it's just about making money for you.
But apparently he's not making money.
That's the sad part.
Right, I know, that part.
He literally sold us out for nothing.
Right. I could understand if you were getting money like Miss Pearly. I could understand if you were just balling like that, like apparently that Anton Fufu keeps saying he's balling, but you ain't balling like that. So where were you making the money that would make you? How you making $2 betraying the Black race?
What I was offended by is Pearly, the whole, and Obsidian's defense of Pearly is she's putting to work Black men. I'm like, they've been putting us to work since they brought us over here on ships.
Right.
What the hell is that guy? I mean, it's the defenses that they're offering to me that's making it worse. It's like I'm mad about the Melanie King for not saying nothing, but Obsidian and Tampon is making it worse because the defenses they put up for her is insulting. It's literally a smack in the face. After somebody knocked your tooth out, they come behind and smack you across the mouth again with this bullshit defense because Anton is like, he made the whole thing about cancel culture. Nothing about what she said. Obsidian made it about putting men to work. Nothing about what she said. I'm like, fuck all that. She said slavery wasn't a big deal. That's a Kanye comment. She said we were embellishing slavery. We were making it look worse than what it was. I'm like, we couldn't make it look fucking bad enough. That's what Kanye said.
Right.
And rather than address what she said, they come up with, look over here, look over there. And I'm like, you're not going to smack me in the mouth after she just knocked my fucking tooth out. This shit is insulting. First by the white woman, then by you Black motherfuckers.
Right. Right.
It's disgusting.
The whole point is it's embarrassing. It's an L that they're gonna have to take. They're gonna have to take that L because there's been people out here saying some black guys, white, black guys, black women. There's been plenty of people out here saying you shouldn't be pumping her head up. You shouldn't be pulling her into the manosphere. You shouldn't be doing it. It's a lick for her. She's a grifter. When have you ever known a straight white rich woman being concerned about black issues, black men's issues? When have you known that on a major scale? No female, no black, and she's aligned up with all of those red pill talking points. This, that, and all the negative aspects that you can run past a black woman. Talking about a black woman, she's all lined up with all of those talking points. You all really believe she believes all of that she's spewing? She doesn't believe that. She is putting on an act. I grew up with mostly all white folks. I went to all Catholic schools all my life, high school, everything. I know that she does not believe that. That is not how they operate. Okay, they on code for real. On code, they females is on code for real. She do not believe what you all are telling you, what they are telling her, what she is talking about. She knows there is money to be made, so that is where she's at. White women stay on code. On code.
Yep. I mean, that's basically the whole scoop right there. I mean, it's funny because they are glorifying a woman that other Caucasian people don't even like. Okay. And I'm going to play proof of it right now. Just in case you think I'm just, talking out the side of my neck. Here we go.
Just Pearly thinks is a friendly 5 on a good day. But these dudes simp for her to an astounding degree. And it's like they're just saying what they're pushing, whatever pain buttons or whatever emotional buttons in these guys or whatever even ideological buttons they want to hear.
So Pearly things pisses me off. I don't like her at all. But a lot of women steer away from talking about her looks because they want to focus on the academia. But the fact is that she's out there preaching.
Now notice she's not Ashley's not the best looking woman either. So let's keep it going though.
And she's talking about these high value women, such and such, and she looks like a motherfucking NFL linebacker.
Got him! Got him!
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. She really does. She is fucking fugly. I don't care. Like, if I'm a 4 or a 5, then she's a fucking -7. I'm just saying, and it's facts. I don't give a fuck. Like, she's disgusting. What are her fucking credentials? She paid $4,000 or $5,000 for a Kevin Samuels course some odd years back. Good for you, bitch. Good for you. Like, oh my God, I cannot stand that. I don't care. You say she's not ugly.
Okay, so you get the point. They don't even like her. She was a failure on the other side. Okay. But there's enough black men in the manosphere. Oh yeah. Yes, a master. Can we give you some super chats so we feel better about ourselves? Can you please talk bad about black women? Can you really convince us that we's better? We's better. That's what they're doing.
But we also have
the future for these white girls, they can fall on their asses when it comes to their community. But you know what? They can come to our community and say, you know what? Fuck it. Just make money over here and I'll be okay.
Okay, let me kick out some quick shout outs real quick. Kings in Tef is in the house. Republic Room is in the house. Quita is in the house. Herms Addict is in the house. Properly Disrespectful. Venus Scorpio. Of course, Siobhan. MJ Freestyle is in the house. I'll give him a shout out though. He ain't getting on the panel though. We all know who he is. Yeah, I think is that MJ, the one from Africa? I can't remember. Anyway, if it's not, let me know. Of course, JP's in the house. Cindy's in the house. Let's see who else we got here. I think that's everybody I can snag for now.
Well,
All
another
right,
thing.
everybody.
Another thing, she doesn't. It doesn't matter whether she's below average on the looks. It doesn't matter because white folks, you see all kinds of combinations of looks on their side. You just really do, right? So that's not even her issue. Her issue is she's pretending to be goofy. She's pretending to be dingy. She is pretending. She's pretending. And everybody falls for it like, oh, she's just so no. I saw it right away. Saw the mask. She has a cape on.
Shouldn't her looks matter though, because of the fact that she speaks to this sexual market value, this dating sexual market value, and we know that looks, according to them, matters? So why shouldn't her looks matter?
Because her looks are better. She looks better than black women.
Pearly?
She looks better than black women.
Hell no.
I'm not saying she looks better than black women. What I'm saying is when black men look at her, the bulk of them, she looks better than black women.
Because
She's right.
of whiteness. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think she looks better than black women.
Then what they need to do is, if that's the position they're going to take, then they're going to have to, for their dating sexual market value, they have to take looks completely out of it and replace it with race. Because
they do.
as the white woman says, she's fugly. And
No,
red
pill black men, they do. They do.
You
Red
can't
pill
be
black
an
men,
expert on something if you don't meet none of the criteria.
Yeah, red pill black
She
men.
has white skin. She has white skin.
But
and
she's
white is right to a lot of black people. White is right to a lot of black people. So they need to
replace looks with race and say, you got to be the right race, no matter how ugly you are.
Pearly is not attractive at all. Like her, like when I first saw Pearly years ago, when she first started doing the, what did she call it? She said the whitest white girl responds or reacts to Kevin Samuels. I was looking at her like, dude, you're not the whitest white girl, you're the ugliest white girl. I'm just saying this to myself, so it wasn't like I was online bashing her. But when I saw her, I'm sorry, but when I saw her gain popularity, it was not because of what she looked like. Now, I do agree, it is the fact that she's white. Because she sits on these panels, where she hosts these panels with all these black women and these black men. I know most of them are from Europe, from UK. And it's like she's above them. And when I saw Melanie King doing that interview with her, I'm looking at Melanie like it's like she was like a little child. She was looking toward the ground when she was talking. It's like I don't know what it was about it. It's like it was the race that they are kneeling to. It's not her looks. It's just the race.
It was like Melanie was like a high-token slave at that point.
Yeah.
Look, you know what submissive looks like? That's what Melanie looked like when she was talking to Pearly things. That's what submissive looks like. She was submissive to the other dominant female that was in the room. And that was embarrassing. She was embarrassed. I don't even know Melanie, and I was embarrassed when I saw her talking like that. She wasn't looking at anybody in the room. She was looking down like she was apologizing. Don't apologize for me. I walk into a room with a white person. I'm standing 10 toes down right along with them, looking them in the eye. There ain't never going to be a day where I look down and I'm talking to you. I was embarrassed when I saw that interview.
I respect Brittany Renner way more than Melanie, because at least when Brittany was on the show, she still tried to stand up for herself. She never bowed down to none of this. Like Melanie was looking like Pearl had a talking to her before the show, like before they turned the lights and cameras on, because she was just like every little talking point. The fact, DJ, that you pointed out that she would sit there and say that black women give it up so easily. But then on the flip side, you up here talking about this 90-day rule is some nonsense. It's like, which one is it? It's whichever way the wind blows. You know what I'm saying?
And then Melanie wanted Brittany Winter on the show. You ain't ready for Brittany Winter acting like that.
Not one bit.
And then she has the nerve to go in on Jada Pickett.
Let's see what more she has to say here.
Not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were worse than what was shown on TV. What I was referring to, I don't even want to tell you guys what I was trying to say because it wasn't what came out and it doesn't even matter. Again, if you watch the full thing, I was more referring to the system of using atrocities to control people. That's what I was
She's lying, just so you know.
trying to say. But to say that it wasn't that it was embellished is so stupid. So stupid.
You know what she sounds like? She sounds like a human being who has cheated on somebody and is going to cheat on somebody again, but they just they're trying to do damage control, and that's it. They have no emotional response whatsoever. They don't care. But there's a resource that this person wants to continue. And she's trying to do her best to make sure that happens.
Insensitive. And nor am I, sure, I've read a couple books, but I'm not informed or qualified enough to really have that conversation. So not bringing someone else onto the show.
Oh, she's making it clear she knows nothing about Black history, but for some reason, these dudes bow to her. I mean, if she had some secret, doctrine on Black, Black history, you could almost say, okay, well, she has a little bit of, she doesn't even have that. She's made it clear, but she knows one thing. She's confident that all the red pill niggas are going to be right back bowing to her. She's just thinking she's just going to ride it out and she'll be just fine.
You know what's even more embarrassing is the fact that she's not even smart. That's even more embarrassing. Yeah. She's not even smart. She has no forethought as to. It was like, what made you think that was a smart move to do what you did? And you just played the goofy person just too long for it to be believable. For you to have been in this game as long as she has, this year and a half or however long it took her to get to where she got. For her to be here that long, she should have picked up some cues. She should have picked up she should have read the room before she invited Nick Fuentes onto her platform.
Right.
She didn't think of any of those things. She just was in la la land. And everybody, she's not even smart. That's the problem. That's why I could never get behind her in any way, shape. Well, I wasn't going to get behind her anyway, because I don't believe in those talking points. But I could never see smart people getting behind this whole, when you think things through, when you think through what she's saying and who's saying it. The messenger matters. When the messenger comes and the messenger is in a sheep's clothing, why is it that they didn't see that she was a sheep, a wolf in sheep's clothing? I don't understand that. And it's so obvious that she was, right? Has she said, I'm sorry yet on this video? I'm sorry that I did this.
No, not yet. No.
Hey, DJ, can I ask you guys a question? Because I just thought about something, and it also calls into question that her staff is not innocent. She has all these staff, right? All these Black people on staff with her. So I'm thinking to myself, Nick Fuentes didn't ask to be on her show. In all likelihood, her audience is not someone he wants to speak to. She asked him. And if I'm not mistaken, if it's a well-oiled machine, she's not doing it by herself. She's getting one of her producers to send that out and ask him to come on to the show. So they were well aware before the interview that a white supremacist was coming.
Now-
Nobody could say stupid like they didn't know Nick Fuentes was a white supremacist. Even if you don't follow politics, you follow fucking Kanye. And last year, the world knew who Nick Fuentes was. So I'm saying some of those hard-working Africans in there, they knew a fucking white supremacist was coming.
Yeah, but if she, but she should have final say on such things, right?
No, I'm blaming them all.
You know,
I'm blaming them all. I just don't want them to escape and make it seem like she did it over top of them. Cause like, no, y'all niggas knew he was coming too, and you motherfuckers.
They should have kept her right there and then.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
But see, here's the thing. They would not have come up with the idea to invite him on.
Agreed.
They probably didn't come. She came up with the idea to invite him on.
Agreed.
They just made it happen. So for her to play dumb is not. She's a boss.
Right.
She says, "I want Nick Fuentes."
If I, as a black man, am working for you, and you tell me we got the Klan coming, bitch, this is my last day. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but these people over there don't understand. The people over there don't have the same relationship with the Klan that we do.
Right, but I'm saying Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist. He hate their black asses just like he hate us. He don't hate African Americans. He hate all black people globally.
So my whole point is, why did she allow him to come on her channel when you know he hates all black people?
I'm questioning the black people who chose to stay and work for her, knowing this shit was going to happen, and who continue to work for her. That man, Nick Fuentes, would rather see every nigga on that show dead. That's what a white supremacist is.
Or work in the cotton field, one of the two.
So I'm not going to be in a space where you welcome that shit, because this man would mean me no good.
Well, I'm right there along with you. I mean, I'm right there. This is today my last day, hon. Right? Today is my last day.
Exactly.
That's what I would do. But they may not have the same relationship with white supremacists as we do. They might have thought inside their head, well, that's an American person. That he feels like that about American people. They could have justified it like that. I'm just saying they don't have the same relationship. When we think of KKK, I think of what I see on the screen right here. Okay, they may not think that way. Okay, it may be something different for them.
But what I'm saying this: if they're intelligent like they're supposed to, neo-Nazis hate people of color around the world. In Germany, in America, in South Africa, they will burn all our asses. They'll kill us all. So how would a black person anywhere in the world could tolerate to be in the space of a neo-Nazi, a white supremacist? It just, to me, that's a level of self-hate, Coonan, I don't understand, because those would be he's the same guy that didn't want their black asses in England.
There's people in this chat. There's people in this chat defending that girl right now.
Well, they were some lost motherfuckers.
There's people in the chat right now all over the internet defending this girl. Case in point, that Anton and Obsidian.
Yep.
Okay. And they know they done been in this country long enough to be done ran across people who don't like black folks. So they should know. But yet still they're defending her. So there's a lot of delusion going on about this young lady right here. Agreed. But some of us knew from the beginning what she was, right? Mm-hmm. The world is just seeing what she really was without the cape on.
Yeah, that is so true. Let me play. I want to play. Where is it? A little bit more. Here we go. Told you. She just told you right there that she doesn't care. It should have offended her to the point where she made dude leave. She didn't even push back. She didn't even, oh, can you calm it down? Nothing.
She gained more white audience than she did black. She gained white audience where she lost black audience.
Right.
Okay? That's what happened. You just exchange one for the other.
Exactly.
she ain't gonna lose nobody except some black folks, and then she gonna gain some white folks because the white folks gonna look at her and say, "Oh, you was over in that sandbox playing with them black folk, but you really feel like Nick Fuentes on the low. So maybe we need to stick with you to see how we can finesse the rest of these black folk." That's how she can gain more folks.
To her now, I should have pushed back on that. Like I've been in interracial relationships, so for me to not push back on that, especially with all of the people that have been on my show, was stupid. It was stupid.
No, she's not even talking about telling him to step. First of all, remember, she brought him in. Now she's saying after she insults a black person
that it was embellished is, oh gosh, so stupid. So
let me go to this point again.
To really have that conversation. So not bringing.
She agreed with it.
Exactly.
She agreed with it. That's why. And she said she agreed with it. I understand. She agreed with it. That's why she didn't push back. She is Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Else onto the show. Again, stupid. Now, the next thing is that my friend Gabby came on the show with him, and she's dating someone that is black. And he would say openly racist comments to her. Now, I should have pushed back on that. Like, I've been in interracial relationships. So,
like, she's asking for a pass, by the way.
Because I fuck black men.
Right.
I fuck black men. Forgive me.
Listen to the dumb shit. Listen to the dumb shit. Listen to the way
push back on that, especially with all of the people that have been on my show, was stupid. It was stupid. I just, I was kind of like a deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh gosh. And the video we were watching wasn't even supposed to be about that. So I really don't have an excuse. It was just
no,
stupid.
That's just who you are. You sport it.
And again, I take full accountability for this stuff. And, if I had to do it over again, I would do it differently, but I can only move forward. So
why the fuck would you do it again?
Right.
Why would you do it, period? Why would you give a white supremacist a fucking audience again? Why?
Because that's who she is.
Right. We can do what we want. Fuck you niggas. That's why. That's what's in her head.
She is a pasty, unattractive woman with no man, no kids, and they fall for this. It's funny to me.
Sorry, I want to make sure that I addressed everything. I think I did. Okay. Because I talked about recruiting. I talked about. Okay. So, moving forward, I really would be open to having a discussion with someone that can bring more awareness and education to the situation. So I'm open to you guys' suggestions in the comments. I also invite anybody that's made a video about me or has comments to address with me to go on Obsidian's stream tonight. It's 8 p.m. GMT. Blessing will also be.
Anybody who doesn't agree with her should be at that stream tonight.
She's trying to send people to a brainwashing stream. That's what it is.
And bottom line, why go to Obsidian when all he gonna do is deflect, defend, and cape for, and make you look like the bitter black person? That's what Obsidian. He got a whole crew, his moderators, everything over there. Subs only. They are going. She will be so well protected over there.
Yo,
Oh,
I
okay.
heard Pearly Things is moving to doing politicking now. Like she gonna move
A
to
lot
a
of this stuff was not
Yeah,
well thought.
she'll be right wing hard right wing. I mean like hate group right wing by the end of the year. I guarantee you.
About
yeah.
a
Yeah, but
lot of the
she was
stuff I could have done better, and I take
transitioning.
full
She
account.
was trying to transition before. She was trying to transition. Remember a couple weeks ago, she was saying, I'm so tired. I need to get some rest. Wasn't she saying that a couple weeks ago?
Yep, she sure was.
Or
She was,
Wow.
this is her spin. This is the pivot right here. This is how she turns herself around and gets out of the manosphere. If you say she's going on to something else, that was the start of her changing her platform right there. I never heard anybody say that on the internet. And when I heard it from her, I was like, uh-oh, she finna do a dunk on somebody and leave. That's what she's doing. She's
Man,
changing.
I know it's gonna get to the point where when Pearly gets enough of something, she gonna turn on black people eventually.
Yeah.
Like not right now because we're needed, but real soon it's gonna be that's it.
Exactly.
This is her turning her stuff over to Obsidian. This is her turning her audience towards Obsidian. Watch. He gonna gain followers from this garbage tonight. This is her turning it over to Obsidian.
No, she's not turning it over. What she's trying to do is simply
give him
have
more
Obsidian resolve the situation like the last time when he attempted to do that when he came to our room last time. He came in trying with a cape on and everything, and now his broke ass. He's hoping that this will work out for him, and this might save his business. Remember now, he told us it was only a business, so I don't know why. See, that's how I know she's full of crap. Because if she really wanted to work things out, she wouldn't be going to Obsidian. She would go to some other panel that she knows that the topic would be properly processed. But since Obsidian's only trying to make money, guess what? What is he going to say? He's already corrupt right there. I mean, it's already. I won't say corrupt, but let's say obligated.
Yeah, but he'll be palatable to the people who this doesn't sit well with. What she said doesn't sit well with some people, but they still want to defend her. But now that she's going over to Obsidian, they may take Obsidian in her place because they're saying the same thing. And so they can say, oh, okay, I left that.
They're not going to take Obsidian. Obsidian, some old black man. No, they want their white queen. It would have to be a white guy or another white girl for him to actually really replace, because they don't like themselves. The men who watch her don't like themselves already, regardless of race, really. But we're speaking about black men right now. They're not going. He's not going to, because look, they had the opportunity to go to Obsidian in the first place. Why doesn't Obsidian have a mill 5 or a mill 3 or as
but I had
many
never heard of Obsidian. I had never heard of Obsidian. I just heard of him 3 weeks ago. So I had never heard of him. So I'm sure
he's been around. He's been here for like at least 10 years.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's people like me who had never heard of him, but they heard of Pearly. So when she goes over there and they're talking those same talking points, they might find him more palatable because he's a black man. That's what I'm saying.
They don't think like that, though. You're thinking they're supporting Pearly because she's white.
They're not. A lot of them don't like Obsidian. Also, he's not very well liked in the black manosphere. I don't know why a lot of the guys don't like Obsidian. He did the Black Manosphere meetup and they didn't get 20 people to come. They don't like him for some reason. He is like, he's had a couple of beefs with some of the other content creators, Donovan Sharp and other people. So it won't be him. It'll be somebody else, but it won't be him.
Here's a question that answers everything. Name one, other than Kevin Samuels, name one Black content creator in the manosphere that has over 1 million subs.
I was just going to say that too. Obsidian has, I think he has less than 50,000. After him, it's probably MTR. MTR has over 500,000, but that's it. It's Kevin, MTR.
You would say Melanie Kane.
No, she's got 300,000. Melanie, Poor Man Podcast got a big following.
Yeah, Poor Man Podcast got 100,000. He's up there. But the females are up there too, because Crimson Pure is almost at 100,000, and Pink Book Lessons has almost 300,000.
So Fresh and Fit doesn't have. Are they considered?
Oh yeah,
Manosphere,
yeah. Fresh and Fit, I guess so. They kind of weird to me, but they are. And they're up there. They like in the 500,000 or 600,000.
No, they got over 1 million subs. They got about 1,000,003. Fresh and Fit. Yes.
Okay, because I know they got 2 different channels too. So one of them is probably okay.
Because I was looking at that this morning. I was looking. I was like, well, they got a lot of subs, and this Abba and that Preach person had a lot of subs. But those are the 2 that are in the millions right now that I saw. Okay. Is that Fresh and Fit?
She did this in 1 year.
Right.
She did it a smart way, though. The way that she did it was she went to everybody that was in the manosphere, and she reached out to them personally and worked with them, and she built her, because she had her own niche, because she was a white girl in the space. That's what it was. Regardless of what she looked like, if she was attractive or not, and she pushed her way all the way through. It would be really interesting to see what would have happened if Kevin Samuels would have never died, and what would have happened to Pearly things. Because ever since he died, he gained like 500,000 followers, and he ain't even been dead a whole year yet. So it would be really interesting to see what happened if he wouldn't have died.
So there weren't Black women content creators in the manosphere, just like her, who went to all the men around the manosphere and got on their podcast, got on their shows. There weren't any Black women who did that either.
Oh no, there was. Kevin Samuels even shouted out PBL, Pink Book Lessons, a few times when he was alive. This is a race issue. Like it's like DJ was saying. It's because she's white that everybody is focusing on her. Because I listen to the females over there too, and when I listen to them, I actually like the women in the manosphere better than the men, because they just more practical. You know what I'm saying? Like the men like to get jokey and want to just make all these off the cuff jokes or whatever, but it's because she's white that everybody was so interested in it. It's like Eminem and rap. You know, like they was like, we got a white boy that can actually rap, so everybody gravitated to him.
Right. And they respected her. They respected Pearly more than they respected the sisters, would you say?
Yeah, that's crazy, but yes, and she got a different kind of style, the way that she does her show. Like none of the other females does their show like her. They don't have a panel with people just doing discussions. Like she got that from Kevin Samuels. When he would bring on these women every day to his show and talk to them, just random people from around the country. I'm gonna say this: I did like that about his show. Is that he did have random people.
Let me interject real quick. Actually, the panel thing has been done quite often by a black community, but it's over stuff like for the Black community, not over Black hate. That's the difference. Because I know there's at least 50 in my town, and I know there's got to be at least that much in other towns, of people who have channels where they have 5 or 6, people on a panel talking about cultural things. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you, because they really got that from TV too. Because before YouTube was popping, all these TV shows had panels. It's just I don't know why Kevin's show is the one that popped off like that. Because you're right, DJ. Other people have done that, before. It was a combination, I guess, of everything. But
you know why it blew up? Because the bottom line when it comes to this, when it comes to America, we like dysfunction. I should say America likes dysfunction. America likes drama. America likes hate. America likes hate. Look at it this way. Look at the most popular shows on TV. It's always some type of drama, not movies or anything. I'm talking about like it's always those, movies shows that have to do with drama or dysfunction.
But DJ,
it attracts. It just does that.
But DJ, one additional thing that led to Kevin's rise, along with most of those other content creators we just talked about, Fresh and Fit, and a lot of the other ones too, is we're overlooking the pandemic. Most of them blew up during the pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I would say none of them would have 500,000 subs.
Right.
But during the pandemic, they all had a captive audience. We couldn't go no fucking where. So these content creators exploded during the pandemic. And that's
how I discovered that's how I discovered Kevin Samuels was in the middle of the pandemic. Yep.
But if you look at it, the big white content creators, you ain't gonna see none of these black content creators get 10, 20, 30, 40 million subs like a PewDiePie and the Paul brothers. You're not gonna see that. They never gonna do that. But those guys got those numbers even before the pandemic. Most of these Negroes in the black manosphere blew up during the pandemic. That shit's over. We outside again. It's gonna plateau.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. Melanie Kane, she had a chance to reach 500,000 views, but at one point though, she fucked up at the dating live stream with the handyman guy, and that's where she lost it.
I don't remember that. Was it? Did she get upset or something?
No, she was muting the guy the whole time. Jane, the handyman. Like,
why was he? Oh, I see. And they caught on, and her crowd caught on to that.
Yeah.
But she really needs to just go ahead and focus on her kids. But quite honestly, after the comments she made on Pearly's show, I can care less what she does. As far as it pertains to hoping she will be well, I care less, because she literally went on there and crooned up pretty hard. So I'm done with her at all, in any way, shape, or form. No, I can't say that. I will roast her. I will do that.
Yeah, you had that total audience. Right. She had that big audience. She got on that big platform, and she grinded her feet all over black women.
Yep.
She grinded us into the dust.
And notice how she made statements, but didn't.
And that's how the world, and that's how most of the other races see black women anyway. But yet a black woman gets on a platform that big. What?
Hello?
Say it again.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. Okay, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay.
I promised myself I'd only be here.
She got on there, and it was a big platform. This is a big platform. Don't get it twisted. There's black, white. There's all kinds of people that watch her platform. Okay, all the people in the UK.
I think your mic is dropping out. I didn't mute you. What happened? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I got a whole day ahead of me. I promised myself I'll only be here for 1 hour. I was on here for 2. So does anybody have any last words or anything they'd like to say?
No,
I do.
That's it.
I'll get a quick word in.
Rico, thank you for coming through. Okay, happy?
Yeah, I would say just be careful who y'all watching, because if you were to ask Pearly and all the other people on the panel for help, they're not going to help you. So just to let y'all know, whether it's Pearly or Melanie, I need help. Melanie going to say nope.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That's it.
All right. Deontay.
Yes, I do think that Pearly is going to pivot her podcast from going from the manosphere, especially dealing with Black issues, to politics. I can see that happening because she really wants to get out of this space because she's very uncomfortable with people asking her about her relationships, her body count, her appearance. Once she gets into politics, vis-a-vis bringing in that boy Nick Fuentes, she's going to be able to have a whole platform that she can build off of and launch into that space. And you never know, because one last thing, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who used to be Donald Trump's press secretary, she's a very unattractive woman, right? But you saw she just won governor. She just won for governor in Arkansas. They don't care about what you look like in politics. So I think Pearl wants to shift to that. But that's all.
Well said. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's see if I missed anybody. No, I think there we are cool. So shout out to everybody. You have a good day or night wherever you are. And thank you for coming through. This is DJ Torch, and I'm out of here.